Alright, so imagine the US government stockpiling Bitcoin the same way it does with gold. It sounds absolutely insane, but that's exactly what just signed an executive order for the creation of a US strategic Bitcoin reserve. Think of this like a gold reserve, but instead of Fort Knox, we get Bitcoin. The White House also announced a US digital stockpile of other cryptos that will be the first of its kind of digital assets to be held by the federal government. There's even the possibility of zero capital gains taxes for all US-based crypto projects, but all of this raises a lot of questions too, like why is the government doing this? How is it going to work? How many coins is the government going to buy? Which ones? And should the government even be investing you? So let me break this all down and help explain one of the most historic moves of our lifetime. So let's get into it. Hi, my name is Andre Jik. Hope you're doing well. Come for the finance and stay for the Bitcoin. Part of this video was sponsored by Coinbase, but more about them later. By now, I'm sure you know exactly what the crypto reserve is. It can be compared to other reserves the US has, like oil, gold, rare earth minerals, and even cheese. Yes, the United States has 1.4 billion pounds of cheese stored underground in the caves of Missouri. Now, why does the US actually want to do this? And to really understand that, you have to look at its history, because 75% of the United States was bought with about $40 million. As the first settlers got to the US, they expanded westward, and along the way they bought Louisiana, they bought Texas, they bought California, and they purchased Alaska. It was physical property. Today we call that real estate, and those purchases added trillions and trillions of dollars to the US economy. But fast forward several hundred years later, and now we have the digital frontier. In this digital space, the money is being moved from the physical world and into the digital world, not all at once. But where is all the money going to right now? It's going to the digital economy powered by Bitcoin as the reserve asset. So the United States is essentially planting a flag in cyberspace before anyone else can get to it on a big scale. That's the big picture way of thinking about this. But strategically, there are also a couple reasons why the US wants to do this. One, it's hedging against inflation and economic uncertainty. People who want this reserve say Bitcoin could protect the US if the dollar's value goes down, since it has a fixed supply of 21 million coins that will ever exist. The Bitcoin in a reserve might act as a hedge like gold, guarding against money printing over time. And this is really important because no matter how hard the president tries, he cannot tell the Federal Reserve what to do. Some of the president's elect's advisors have suggested that you should resign if he asked you to leave.